Maybe that might help right there. Take that off. And I don't know why I got Eli, what's up? Tartarian. All right. All right. I didn't know I was going to have two screens up here, so it's throwing me off. You guys can't see that, but I actually have two screens up here. And this one on this side is. Okay, I do that for now. I don't know why this is. Anyway, brick love to everyone out there. Just going to run this little trial here. This new system I've been working on. Anyone out there, it is a free live stream or streaming system. The name is right here in the corner. No credit card needed. So hopefully it comes out good. I just been trying to learn some of the ins and outs, but this here part did not tell me I was going to get this split screen here. So, that is strange. But anyway, it's nice to be back up here, and soon I will be up and running on a regular on these Saturdays, filling in this time frame here of melt heads needing our fix. Throw this up there right now. Some of the stuff I've been working on, trying to figure this damn thing out. And I'm just going to take this for right now, take that off. Just for the time being. Let me go back to some of this here. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Great stuff from Meltology's finest. What is up? So while I'm here, make sure throw out some of the links here. As you can see, it's on this ticker down here at the bottom. Got a lot of us locked in there. Make sure you guys check out the documentary, Tartarian Meltdown, Meltology Explained, in a very simple format. Part 1 and Part 2. Check them out. Also show some love over at the channel. Also, you can check out, if you have not already, and become a part of the Meltology family over at All Mountains Are Melted Brick Buildings, and of course, Mountains Are Melted Brick Buildings. Yeah, let me throw that. I just been in slow motion, figuring this out. Actually, I'm going to start another YouTube channel, so I don't have to run it on this one here. I could just dedicate straight over to Meltology and spreading the truth. And one thing I do not know is this damn, probably gonna lose. Yeah, I did lose you over there. Yeah, I'm not sure with this here why it's why I have this other split screen. But anyway, hopefully it's not going to affect. I can see it on the I can see it over here. So I don't know if I can get it though. I don't get it why it's over there. I don't know how to get it. Anyway, this is kind of annoying, but I'm just going to jump over here into some evidence. Yeah, I noticed when I did that, it took my avatar off this window here and moved it, so that's why I had no sound over here. But I appreciate that. Thanks. I do have this Bluetooth in, so I can kind of listen in without, hopefully, without affecting the live stream. For some reason or another, this does not. I don't know. This is the whole time I was doing this, it didn't show none of this shit. Now all of a sudden, I got something totally different. This damn split screen. Weirdest damn thing. Oh. But I'm not gonna. I really wanted to be on this one here, but fuck, it's not letting me. Well, let me just do this. Let me just go ahead and I'm gonna jump into a little bit of evidence here. See, that's over there, so I need to bring this over here. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Let's see how this is gonna look. So why the hell is that other half a screen on there? Okay, that's not gonna work like that. Oh fuck. It's always something, huh? So what the fuck is going on with this damn thing? How do I remove that layer? This here is really fucking with me. Okay, let's try that. Getting better, but let's see. All right, so with that being said, let me see if I can move that guy around because I don't like him down there. Let's see if that's any better. Oh wow, that's not even full screen. Oops. What'd I do? Well, I don't know. Let me see if I can. I think I have control of that. All right, we're just going to rock it like this for right now. Because I don't. Well, it's going to have to be good enough. I have to toy with it later to see how to fit that full screen in. Because I see it's missing quite a bit of my screen. Even though on the picture it shows that it's big, but it's on. Anyway, let's go through a few of these picks since we're here. Once again, brick love to everyone out there. This is my first stream on this new system and giving it a run for this money, which is free. So give it a try. All brick lines. Doing the Cubert effect. Here's the scale right here. Your truck down below. Or car down below. Looks like an old BMW. Don't know what it is, but you see how huge these columns are. Piezoelectricity giving it the dance. In this building here. Back here, you see the brick lines blocked up. All of them. Still in line. Melted. Transitioning. And that there is the same as what's in here. Underneath the skin. Same brick lines here. Underneath the skin here, all churned up. Brick love to everyone out there. Gonna run this for about maybe an hour, and then critique it, go over it on my, once I'm done, I'll look at it, and then see what I can do better for the next one and how to work these controls and get this stupid split screen off here. Aperture, melted ball up here. Give them this melted cone shape. We see this a lot. And a lot of times it has something on top, whether it's a ball or flat that's been melted, such as this. This is a building. You see the tree back here, size of it. Building is now crystallized, turned to what we know as rock. Aerial view. You see the vast melt job all around. Pump that up. See, it's all melted. And see a few cars down here. Huge complex. And you can see how low it is here. And this is the melt above the flood. Buildings melting down. Trying to take over this building here, but it stopped around the wall, kept it out. Either that or they dug it out. They do that a lot too. Find them and then excavate them. Brick ash. All melted. Smoke them if you got them. I gotta figure out this scaling of this thing because I'm looking on my phone and I just like it to be the size of my damn phone. Crazy patterns right here. This is all brick doing tricks. Look how thin it is here. Turned slate, compressed. Bricks doing tricks. None of them are the same. All different cuts, shapes, sizes. It still found itself pretty level right here. You look at that line. It looks pretty straight. Cooked out. All building here. Crystallized apertures. Apertures cooked out. And look here. You got a pocket of survival up there. See all the brickwork in here. Transitioning down to all this. Looks kind of bricky up in here too. Could be wrong, but has a different pattern here. It's cooked out different. But here's your pocket of survival. Nobody's building this ever up in here under these conditions. And if you can build like this, why would you ever in your lifetime start digging in something this hard? Back in the day where you're on donkeys, supposedly. Metal was a scarcity. No electric tools. A lot of times they tell you these people had wooden wheels, made square wheels. I mean, they didn't invent the wheel yet. Just the dumbfounded stories that come behind it. These buildings that keep us at a low vibration. Once again, same thing. Middle of nowhere, always. Immaculate buildings in a time where Little House on the Prairie wasn't even started yet. People living in tents. Didn't even know how to build in wood houses yet. And you have leftover pockets everywhere. Magnificent architecture. Blocks turning brick. Let me jump out real quick because I want to see if I could do something. Let's do this. Let's just put this up there for now. Let's see. What's up, Patty? Alchemos 83. Melted Reality. What is up? Glad you guys can make it. Once again, just running a little trial practice on this here. Still trying to figure this system out. I was hoping some of you guys would grab onto it and then we could collaborate. I'm learning the basics. I'm glad it's working. I'm glad you got the big screen on, Yoakum. Glad it's working out for you wherever you're at. I know the last time I heard you were packing up, heading to the tent. So brick love to you, man. I'm gonna jump back in here and get back in here. Well, actually, before I do that, let me jump up here real quick. And move that real quick. There we go. Get that each one teach one. All right, what you guys know about that? Ask Alchemos. Doing the most with Alchemos. Spark them if you got them, crew. All right, let me jump back into this. Put that down there. I don't like that damn thing over there. There we go, like that. All righty. It'll get better. It'll get better. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good weekend, a good week, a good day, whatever it is for you when you get to watch this video. And what we're doing is we are breaking down meltology, the introductory to meltology. We'll be going over the basics of meltology from introductory level to advanced level. If you see something you don't understand, you may be new, and you may need a little evidence that may be a little easier to comprehend, and hopefully that will come up in this stream. If not, you definitely want to join the groups, get a better understanding of meltology, and you definitely want to check out the documentary. And once again, that documentary is through Yoakum, Tartarian Meltdown, Meltology Explained. You're seeing all the staining here, secretion of possibly the secretion of from the X factor, squeezing out the juices, if you want to say, inside of this mess. whatever was in this building at the time, from people, animals, furniture, vehicles. I don't know what's in there. It's like I don't know what's in your home, but the same type of stuff. You can see, look at this flatness right here. You can see the brick lines going through, and of course you have your obvious pocket of survival right there, right inside. Brick work, brick turning block. Now it's a tourist trap. You get the money. Not sure about this guy here. Thought it was kind of interesting. It's easy to make things, but this here is the mountain. Boom. This isn't paper mache. They do attractions like this at amusement parks and stuff. But this here is clearly in the mountain, so-called mountain, all blocked up, cooked out. Look at these balloon rocks. Ballooning, slate, turned to slate, cooked out. Even the inside. You can see back there what's now is a cave up here, cooked out. You got crystallizing going on, concrete molds expanding, bricks doing tricks, and of course the tech here, harvesting the energy, the free energy. Look at all these pieces in between. Most of these pics that I'm showing are just pics that either I showed before, ended up somehow loose inside my in my phone. Look in there, you got a bunch of pictures that can't find the group that they go to, or just extra pics. So I just cleaning up on these here on this test run. So if you've seen them before, hey, you get to see them again. If you haven't, hope you enjoy them. Hope they can change your perspective of your surrounding. You got to understand where you live at and what you see on a day-to-day basis, so you don't get tricked. We got all these people out there drinking the Kool-Aid, drinking the juice, taking the jab, eating the cupcakes, begging for extra frosting, and wondering why they're fucking sick. And they're not even putting it together, saying, hey, maybe I shouldn't have taken that. You know what they say? I need a booster. I don't feel good. Then they go take that dirt nap. They go take a little rest and they end up taking that dirt nap. That eternity, until it's time to wake up again. But hey, hopefully you don't wake up in this realm, because you're gonna be tricked again. You got to see it coming. Anytime the government's telling you to fucking do something, man, you should know better. It's amazing, and this goes out. This doesn't go out to anybody who was forced to take it. And when I say forced, it's like you got a job, you got a family to feed. I know in hindsight, you would say, hey, and a lot of people say, you know what, I would quit the job. Well, it's too late. You're already crippled. It's too late now. Either that or you're dead. So I feel sorry for you. But when you got the government telling you what to do, bribing you, giving you soda pops and ribbons, and get to show your thing. Hey, look, I got mine. Get to go up there and show it off that you got the jab, and now you're wondering why you're sick. Not even sick as a dog, because that dog is running around going, fuck this person. I need to find me a new human. Anyway, back to where we're at. Look at down here. So when you look down here, you see this brick ash, dirt, dust. Underneath it, you're going to get bedrock, rock. You're going to start getting it. Starts coming up, and you start to see the form of it. But you see this almost like a fountain flowing of melt. Starting heat coming from the bottom. Piezoelectricity. Look what it did to the bricks. These bricks here is the same as this down here. Same thing. Now this is a beginner level pick. You can use this. This is a advanced level, but you can see it as a beginner level as well because you can see the transitioning, and you can see the C14 still in there because it's some life in here. But look at the separation. Look at the bricks going block, melting, and look at here, almost a big block right here. I was trying to block up like them pyramids that no one knows how they built, except for meltologists. And this is the inside, all churned up, the mush, cooked out. But this is what you get right here. This is your red brick. Boom, there it is. There's your red brick. Let me send this link to my sister. I forgot to. Share with sister. Recent. Boom. All right, sorry about that. Oh, you know what? Let me look at this real quick. Because I forgot it has the. Yeah, do the opposite. You're right about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with this tech either. But hey, once again, guys, this system here is free. It plays back in 1080p. You can have up to 12 guests on it. There's no credit card um, that you need to get started with or at all. Um, so if you're looking to save some money, I don't know how much StreamYard is. Before I could even find out the plans on StreamYard, I found this here when I was getting ready to go online to try and figure out how StreamYard even works and all that because it's always been set up. I came across this platform. It's only been here for about 8 months. It's new, and it's free. And you know me, if it's free, I usually take 3, but at least gonna give it a try, unless it's that jab. And I say no on the stab. You can keep the jab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them. Oh my goodness! Look at here. What do we got here? Look at this shite. There's some red brick up in here, but look how it's pushed away from. It's extended out from this wall here. It comes towards us, and then look at this shite. Look at all this expansion, balloon rocking, taking over, trying to take over this building back here, all balloon rocked. It tried to overcome it. You would never build like this, nor could you ever build like this, nor would you ever want to build like this. If you're a craftsman, you can do this. You have a better eyesight than to do that crap up against this here. You go down below the foot of the mountain, away from any boulders that would come down, drop it on your head, give you a chance at least. Oh my days! Once again, what do we got here? We just seen this style, and look what's on top. Look what's on top of these. We see that all the time. We're not even in Turkey. Apertures, huge apertures. You can go in there, park a house in there. Huge building, cooked out. When we refer to buildings, we're not referring to houses, living units. It could be anything. It could be a damn power plant. I don't know. I wasn't there, and if I was there, I don't know. They erased my memory when I got to this place. First thing they did is said, "Yeah, you're gonna be a Christian, dude, but your God's not good enough. So we got to jab you with some of this shit because your body is imperfect. It has flaws." They put all that shit in you, and then all of a sudden, when you're 30 years old, 40, 50 years old, you got shingles. because they put it in your body when you're fucking 3, 18 or 17. You got chicken pox and the mumps and the measles and everything else. All the shit that they pump inside you so you don't get, you get. But guess what? When they don't pump it inside you, they get mad. Go, damn it. Hey, you know what? We are the resistance. And I hate to say that because every time I say something, I'm speaking for other people. But we are the resistance. Y'all seen Terminator. They're going to come after us because we didn't drink the Kool-Aid. So we're the last. What the fuck is that? Get out of here. But yeah, they're going to come after us. Might be 10 years from now because these people going to be, they're going to be seeing sayonara real quick. Unfortunately, man, they just can't get enough of it. They're thriving on it. And look at this, expanding out the columns. Boom, busting out. And the people down here to scale, brick ash. Earth is a melted circuit board. If you don't believe me, go ask Jerry. He'll let you know. Cooked out red brick, crystallizing. Same over here, cooked out, crystallizing. Brick lines. No such thing as terra firma. It's all brick. All brick, melted, expanded, cooked out through an event that happened not too long ago. Not billions and billions. We're not going to do cartoon land today. Maybe tomorrow we'll get it, or tomorrow, next week, whenever we'll get into some cartoons, some good old straight from NASA files. You know that's cartoon heaven. When you hear that, that's like Saturday morning cartoons. You're going to get some good stuff. Start talking NASCAR. Oh man, the middle of nowhere always. And look at this. Look at this growth. You know what? I actually had some pics I did want to show. So give me just a second. I got a few that I haven't. Actually, I got quite a bit, but I got a few that I came across, and I haven't posted them yet. And you know what? I'm gonna post them to this. So let me jump out of this real quick. Do this real quick. Actually, let me jump out of this here so I can spare everyone the hassle. Okay, do that. Now let me jump over here real quick. So I really want to show some of these pictures, even though not too established right now, but I want to post these up, and that's the case. Let me go ahead and slide these in real quick. And copy, paste. All right. What the fuck is going on with this now? Whoa. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Let's hold off real quick just to make sure. So let's see if I can find it. Oh, actually, let me take this off real quick. Get that out of there. And I think we're in that for now. And let me grab this real quick. There it is. All right. I think we're back in action. Thank you for bearing with me for that moment there. Pump that up. All right. I'm going to go through these few picks here. And of course, as Yoakum would say, the caveman, the Ongo Bongo, Unga Bunga, and they want to tell you, carve these things. The good old caveman with the wooden club. Him and his family came out for a weekend and did all the intricate, detailed work. Brick lines everywhere. Once again, huge mountain. Nothing but a building. All building. Where's the windows at over here? Where's the windows at? They're all rock curtained over, closed up. The scale down here. This is going down while this is going up. Huge. But only a small on the scale of the realm. You get an aerial view. This looks like a speck of sand. And once again here, what do we got going on? We have this splitting, trying to go cubert. That piezoelectricity just tearing it apart. What can you say about this mess? Wow. Cooked out brick. And look at it. It looks like all the rock you see when you go down, or at least out here, you go down to the beach, go down by the jetty. All this cooked out crap. What happened to the building? This is the pocket of survival. You can tell its structure. Most people would not know what this is, except for stuck to this. They're still not going to know that this and this are the same material, red brick. Saw X Factor. You can see the chunks still in it. Brick lines chunked up, cooked out. Archways probably what saved us here. Probably took most of the electrical piezoelectricity. Cooked out. sinking down in the melt. And you can still see some of the color back here. And look down here. Boom. You think they just put this down here for your convenience to help step up? Boom, boom, boom. It's a pocket of survival. Bricks. Bricks doing tricks. This here is not in. Well, when you talking about where I live with part or the evidence, I'm in Southern California, if that's what you're referring to. As far as where this is at, this might have been Czechoslovakia. I can't remember. But we know one thing, this mess is everywhere we go. Boom. Look at this. Here we go. Why are you using clinker bricks when you build this? Look at this shit down here. Boom, boom, boom. Shite, shite, shite. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, evening, whatever it happens to be in your part of town. Looks like some red brick going down right here. Boom. It's all melted. Look at this crappage. Boom. Middle of nowhere. Boom, boom, boom. Almost touching. Expanded across. Closing it up. This picture here is great because you see the transition here of what they're calling the ground, the wall, whatever. But let me turn it up. Just throwing me off because I got this in my ear. Sorry about that, guys. I had to turn my side down. But anyway, you see all these pock marks in here. This is the heat escaping and the transitioning, cooking it to this background here of this mountain. But you can see it transition, and you can still see this here, which is the brick turned to block. This piece here looks like this piece down here, so we know it's all of the same, and it works its way back up. Works its way back up to the concrete molds and to the structure. It's all pitted. This is the heat escaping, trying to escape. Like those pancakes when you cook them and they start to pop, that heat escaping. Another great little pick right here. Pocket of survival. First of all, what is it doing here? It's in the middle of nowhere. That should be everyone's first question. Anyone who questions meltology, you need to ask yourself, why are these buildings scattered throughout the realm, everywhere, in the middle of nowhere, and they blend right in with the background? When we look back here, you see the bricks up here. You see the brick line. Let me bump that up. Right here. Blocking up back here. Going up the wall. Same block here. This just still has the skin on it. The secretion is black stuff here staining. This here compressing, bricks compressing, starting to slide down. Blocked up here, one solid. And you look at this pattern here, and you look at this pattern. Look how many bricks are in here, or blocks compared to here. Here's a huge block, another one next to it. Is these have blocked up to this here. This here blocked up to this here. Transitioning. Boom, boom. All the way around. And of course, you got your cave, of course, that they're calling a cave, which is nothing more than an aperture that used to go inside the building. Some type of doorway or something at the time, or something that's melted down. Always building next. I mean, these here are clearly bricks or blocks, whatever people want to tell you. I don't care what they tell you they are. If you could stack them like this, why wouldn't you find a spot that's not hanging on the edge? I mean, look at this right here. It's one thing to have a fence around because you don't want no little children's to fall out. You got structure. You got this apparatus thing, gazebo type of thing. There's no, and this is everywhere. I seen Yoakum's video. He did yesterday, I believe it was. And I can sketch you. How you doing? Hope she's doing good. She put a comment up about the 3 comments that somebody made. And one of the comments were like, where is it? There's CGI out there. Oh my goodness. And this is the reason why we don't comment on these things. It's just funny that in today's day, somebody would say something like that, and they're making a comment on a cell phone, more than likely. Everyone has a cell phone. If you don't, go to your little sister, your 4-year-old sister, borrow hers. Take the image and do a reverse search on it. That's all you have to do to make these type of comments. It's ridiculous. And we've been doing this too long to go back to answer questions like that. I'm sorry, people, not trying to give no one a hard time, but we've been at this hard for the last 5 years, if not longer, from day one. And when someone like Yoakum comes out and does great research, puts out documentaries, and you ask a dumb question like that, man, go watch the documentary. That's why we're here. We're trying to show you, give you the information, but you have to do some work yourself. This structure on the edge. Hey, this is a drop off over here. This doorway structure, huge building, and you got this on the edge for what? Just a little liquor store back in the day, little mom and pop shop. I don't think so. Part of the building, huge building. Anybody new to Meltology, I strongly urge you to join the groups. All mountains are melted brick buildings, and mountains are melted brick buildings. One is public and one is private, both ran by the same person. If you're interested in boots on the ground, meaning you are out in the field, you are down in your basement like Patty G, you are out in your front yard, you got evidence, you just take a picture, you take a video, send it into Meltology Boots on the Ground group, Facebook group as well. Another great group. We want you. We want as many people as, to wake up as many people as possible. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for anyway. I'm speaking for myself. I like to wake people up, give them this information, because this information isn't given to us, not even in a debatable form, like flat Earth and ball Earth. At least these ball heads been arguing. They're they got so much what do you call that? They got all that And it's hard to debate when you got fuck, give me this, all that theory behind you. That's all they got is theory. And they want to debate you. They want all your real information for their theories. I don't got time for it. I don't do it, man. I don't have time for it. It's a waste of my time. I think it's funny though. I'm gonna use my theories against your evidence that you're performing in front of me, but I got theories that I can't ever perform in front of you or nobody else. It's the theory that matters, though. Look at this melt right here, melted structure right here, but look, it's melted down. This is a opening right here. This is a piece of a structure. Let me bump that up. I don't think I have the other picture of this with me, but this is an old post I put. This is structure going in. It's all melted. And look at the melt job here, going around here, cooked out, expanded, but yet you have structure here going in. 90-degree angle structure. Fuck, this looks like rain runoff right here, like a fucking gutter system. Look at all this shit up in here. Excuse my English. Uh-oh. Shut the front door. Look at that. Look at all this oozing out. What's going on here? And what's this? I mean, here's a huge step right here. What's this? I mean, they just gave up on this part sitting there. Blah. And look, you can see the red brick here and there. Boom. Boom. Bricky, bricky. That tricky bricky. I haven't got to the pics yet that I found yesterday. Archway in here, gone. Archway, nothing there. Was this the design, or was it an opening expanded? Something's going on here. But this place was set up. Eye candy. Look at this shit. Bastards. So there was a lot of beauty to look at. A lot of beauty. Look at this spewing out, cooked out, expanding, coming towards us. We see this type of structure a lot around buildings like this, coming from the bottom, as if the heat was coming up at a high temperature, fervent heat, along with piezoelectricity, causing this cookout instantly, instant flash, like a fuse. If you ever back in the day, for the older people, when you took a picture, you had to put your flash cube on it, and you do it, boom, and then that cube was burned out. It was only one flash, and you had to, they had some of them. They had, you turn it, it was a square. You turn it, you got another flash. Boom, you turn it. You had 4 flashes on that cube. Other ones had strips, and you could just take your pictures. And it was a strip. You plug it in. It had, I don't know, maybe 10 on there before they came out with the built-in flash. But as soon as you do it, that boom, that flash, it's all burnt up, almost like a fuse popping in your breaker room, in your box. What we got here? Look at this stanchion. This behind this. There's a structure back here. You see this pillar coming out. And you see this mold coming down. You can see the edging. It's broken right here, but you see this is all connected going across. But this here is taking over, or tried to take over. It's almost like they broke it out to get to it. Chisel that stuff away or something. Maybe it was partially exposed, and they broke away. I mean, it looks awfully jagged. I could be wrong, but it looks pretty jagged going around compared to this piece up here. So it looks busted open. But at any rate, there's the evidence right there. Look down below, like as if they chipped it off, all these pieces. Brick. But whatever they did or did not do, pocket of survival right there. It's not supposed to be there. We're supposed to, we had horse and buggy. We're not supposed to have any of this. How the hell you have 200 years later, you got a horse and a buggy and you're out building a wood shack and you see something like, what the hell is something that's all dilapidated? You're building something out of wood, don't know how to do it, and you got a building like this that's dilapidated, that they're telling you is billions of years old, thousands and thousands. But you can't build like this for another 100 years. You got to build a wood shack and use donkeys and horses and oxen to get around. But yet, all over the realm, you have buildings like this that are sky rises, not just single story, but you're trying to build a one-story shack for you and your kids and a barn for your animals, and they got it jumping off in the other part of the world. It's popping. I mean, this is the stuff. This are dilapidated. This isn't the stuff that's still the buildings that we see with these magnificent rooftops, these domes, and this beautiful building. These are the dilapidated ones. Just got hit harder. No different than the forest fire. You get the forest fire, you come home, your house is there, but everyone else is burnt down. They look like this, but yours still looks new because for some reason it went around you. Yeah, you're right. We cannot spoon feed everything. I mean, it's been too long. We can't go backwards. Like I said, I'm going to go back. I'm going to show pics that are for the person who's just getting in, the person that stumbles across this, person that has no idea what the hell meltology is. But the majority of it's going to be is to the accelerated people of meltology, as far as the pictures. There's going to be some pictures that's just quite obvious. I mean, shit, it should be obvious. There's going to be pictures like this that someone's going to say, okay, what are we looking at this? And you have to explain it to them, which is that's what I'm here for. But I'm not here to answer individual questions. The best I can tell you to do is to watch the documentary. If you don't get it then, it's probably time for your next cupcake, your next jab, with the extra frosting. I don't know. You're not ready for this. You're not ready to wake up. You can't explain why this magnificent building would fucking build and put this shit on top right here. Excuse my French. I'm speaking French now. It's English earlier. Now it's French. Oui. This boo boo. They put this boo boo up here. I don't know why they put the boo boo. Yeah, that's probably more like French. They make everything sound good. I don't know. No, you see, they put the boo boo. It's go caca. But what is it? What is it? I'm not trying to make fun of no one, so please don't come back with your threats and your savers and stuff, trying to have a duel. Yeah, the women love you guys is the way you talk. When you want to fight, you make it sound good. But meltology explains to you why this is here. Now look at this building. So see, yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff you just have to use a little bit of common sense, even if it's not that common. They took a fucking 1 million pound boulder and stuck it up here. Why? You got to ask yourself, why is this here? Look how high. Here's the car right here. This thing is like 10 of these cars. Look at it. I mean, why? I mean, it's bad enough that all this shit's here, but this is up here. How strong is this building to hold this mass right here? That you say, hey, let's put this. Now look where it's at. You see the windows? You see windows here. So it's up here on this level. And it can fall through to this level and look down here. This is going underneath. Why do you have all that weight up there? You got to ask. I mean, it's the simplest things like this. You got to ask yourself the question. You got to question, what is this doing here and here? What is it? You're doing this type of building, and you got this junk up here. Anyway, we could be here all day asking these questions. I mean, this is simple stuff. I mean, once you get across that, then you'll understand meltology. What is this? I mean, you couldn't pick the better site to build. You got all this shit around you. Look at this. I mean, why do we even have an aperture here? Well, I mean, if this is here already and connected to the building, now you're gonna get someone say, well, maybe they built next to it, and okay, well, you want to go that route. Well, how come this here inside is going at an angle? Why is all this in here? Why didn't you remove all this shit? And then the elephant in the room, boom, 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 elephant in the room. Uh-oh, another one of these places. Smiling faces. And we're gonna dissect this a little bit. Once again, the background is looking like the foreground. When you look here, you still see structure, and for some reason we don't see the structure back here until you get the Dean eyes. You start training your eyes to see. And when we bump it up, you can clearly see this piece here starting to looks like it's starting to honeycomb, like it's missing some pieces here. I mean, at least unless these are, clinkers, they could be, but they look like they're starting to pit. And look over here, you got that same pattern, boom, 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 starting to get like this here. And look up here. Let me bump this up just a little bit. Look up here, and look, you can see the brick lines right here. You see those? They're going at an angle. You can see them in this patch right here. I didn't see those before. Yeah, these are very bricky right up in here. That bricky from Kaniki. Another patch of brick. Now I'm on the computer, so I have a bigger screen when I bump it up, but I can start to bring out some detail. I can see it. We're not even going to get into all this rendition going on up in here. But once again, look at the pattern up here, the webbing. You're starting to see the same webbing all through here. This is the bricks doing tricks, expanding, contracting, and heat going through. Now we're going to take this up a little bit because we got what what do we got? And we got a piece of the aperture right here. You can see the molding around it twisting, closing up. Looked like maybe something else was here when you look at this straight edge right here. But what is this piece up here? Look what it's attached to. And look how it comes down. You can start to see the little churning up over here, which is the same texture that we start to see as it goes back up in here. This is what we call churning up. The bricks are churning. Like mashed potatoes that aren't creamy yet. They still got a bunch of lumps and chunks in it. Didn't quite get them mashed. And look at the striations in this. Almost looks like it was trying to go Cuban. You see it pulling down. And then it hits this wall here. Once again, this here's your Meltology 101. This is your basic Meltology. You can see some brickage right here. Let me bump that up. Some blockage right here. Brick lines possibly going over here. You see stuff like that. You expect to see stuff like that when you see it. Because this was all brick. Saraf, that's you out there, Saraf. I sent you the link. Melted Saraf, higher than 2 giraffes. Speaking of it, if you got them, smoke them. Light them up. Once again, I can't say it enough. I will reiterate for all you new people. I strongly suggest you join the group. There's two groups that I'm aware of that are for you know Facebook groups other than the boots on the ground. I don't suggest the boots on the ground if you're new. You're more than welcome to go there. I am part of that group. I'm an admin there, and I'll let you in. Um, but I would suggest you going to the brick buildings or mountains are melted brick buildings. The difference between the two, one is private and one is public. And the reason why I suggest that is because if you go into the boots on the ground, these are people that are going around with their phones or their cameras, and they are going out taking video and pictures of places that they're at, that I'm at, that you're at. And it's a little more advanced over there, I would say, for beginner level, only because these people already know what they're looking for. Um, you're more than welcome to come in, look around, hang out, stay as long as you want, and you can learn that way. But if you're anxious of learning, if you're trying to learn this and figure out what's going on here, why you've been lied to, then definitely jump into one of the other groups and then work your way over to the boots on the ground. Um, unless you have stuff that you want to share right away, then definitely go on in there and get feedback and find out what it is you have. Now we're going to go back to this building here. And we said once before, in the advanced group, you will understand as you start to learn that all mountains are melted brick buildings. There's still a lot of people that don't get that concept. Um, you see here, blocking going around. You see the blocks in it. Shit. Look, I mean, if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. You think they built this damn mountain? You think they came on and put these blocks and just built it from the bottom up? Well, it was built like that, but these people didn't do it. And it's not a mountain. It's a building. It's cooked out. And then it starts to rock curtain and everything else because of that fervent heat. But once again, it's all brick. Everything's brick. Brick turning to block, block turning to rock. And then they sold it to us and told you that they came out here with sticks and stones. They won't break your bones, but they're able to go through this stuff here that you would never be able to penetrate with a fucking tank. You fire a tank at it, shit, you stand back. And these are rooms with a view, like an old Alfred Hitchcock movie. Rooms with, if you look at this jackass, he's too big to be doing Spider-Man. Looks awfully bricky. I don't know if this is just the painting or you see the brick down there, but I don't know what this is. Huh. But anyway, let's move on. Here it is, the massive scale. Huge, huge building. And they're digging through it like bugs in the dirt, building, like ants building a hive. This stuff is solid like a rock. And look at this. Let's pump that up a little bit. This shit is up here. Leftover building is cooked out on top of the building. Huge pieces scattered. Wow. Hollowed out mountain like we see all the time. These were buildings coming up from the grid for all you new people. You say, okay, if it's all mountains, if it's all a building, how did they build it? Well, it's like your what do you call those? Your Lego set. You get your Legos, and your Lego comes with the platform, and you stick those Legos on the platform. That platform is your grid. Everything from that platform is built up building wise. X Factor came in, melted the buildings down to what you see. We're only looking at the tops of melted buildings. The rest of the building, see, this here has quite a few layers, but it even goes beyond this. You're only looking at the top. A lot of times we're up here standing, walking, and down below is the inside of the building. And once again, the block work, blocking and rocking. And the water is still running. And you notice that the water is not overflowing, right? So that tells us there is an underground cavern that's taking the water. It's not pooling out here. No switch to turn it on and off. In fucking 24 hours. Just pissing out. We got to pay for water. And we're told it's a privilege to have water. And these guys just, whatever, just going down the drain. Okay. See, I hate when people come up with new names that I got to try and figure out what the hell it say. Was it Deisler? Disler? This? Big James! What's up, Big James? James just came in and pushed everyone out the way. What's up, Big James? All right, and here goes the battery charger right here. We got the spark plug. Not sure if it's still in use. It looks kind of dilapidated below, but you see it's on the side of a so-called mountain. Why are you building this here? I mean, this is the best location you could think of. I mean, the sun comes in perfect, and the moon at the certain time of the year, they just line up perfect. This is the only spot. I mean, serious? Right here on, I mean, look at this. We're on the side. You got to go underneath it. I mean, perhaps all this was the building. That's why, as we see all the time. And this here was not in a obscured area, but it was in a very remote area of the building until the X Factor separated. Cooked out. Pocket of survival. Hanging in there. But look at this. Would you really build on this? Up here on this? Here's a roof down here. This other place. So you're just going to take it to the next level and build this? Really? Look at this. Stuck to it? I don't think so. We know what it is. We're meltologists. We know and we understand. We're not here. I'm not here for myself. We're not here for each other. We're maybe a support group to hang out and chill and have a good time, but we're already meltologists. I'm not here to teach you meltology. We teach each other. We thrive off each other. We vibe off each other. It's the ones out there who have not been introduced to meltology, have no idea what meltology is. That's who I'm reaching for. Opening up eyes to people who haven't been introduced to what we've been privileged to as far as meltology is concerned. It wasn't that long ago where all of us saw the same thing. It was nothing but mountain, a rock. Some of us had some knowledge to say it's a jasper or it's a this or that, but bottom line is a rock. Now a lot of us understand that it's a brick that is turned. to all this. Thinned out, compressed, cooked out, stressed out. And even back here, the veggies. We have a much better understanding. I know I do in the last, a few years. Been going at this now for probably 5 years. I can't remember. I mean, everything goes, it's kind of gets blanky with me because of this damn lockdown we had and time just going by, But when the discovery came out, I was amongst the first ones to get that message. I was a follower and a friend of Jerry's, like many of us were at the time. Got the information hands on. It just took me a little longer to understand what the fuck he was yapping about. Watch his show every time. Just okay, what's this dude talking about now? Because he went from birds to rocks. So like, okay, wait a minute, from bird beaks to rocks. So I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Look at these bricks here. Look how they're shuffled. Look how they're laying the way they are compared to all the other ones. That side and this side. Some weird shit. That's that X Factor doing tricks to bricks. Doing tricks to bricks. And these here. Look at this shit. Trying to go do some columns. Yeah. And they tell you this is a natural formation. It just shitted out these logs. I mean, come on. And look at this. And we know what these are. Cooked out bricks. This place is all brick. This here just didn't melt. It still got the shapes. Trying to do that. We got four sides here, five sides here, 6. Another strange place to build a building inside of a mountain. And then go in here and start carving all this shit to put your building in. And look at this. Got to question it. What is this? See, a lot of this stuff, they tell you on these places are, they've been hit with the weather. They're falling apart. They're corrosion and erosion and all this shit. Well, how come this comes out? This is coming out like fucking 4 feet. When does that happen? It's one thing to erode, but to expand, they can't explain that. I want to tell you how this shit. Why is this here? And why was that fucking big blob on top of that building up on the 4th floor? Millions of pounds, just kicking it. And this dude here, hello, having a good time. I ain't mad at you. He looks like someone that didn't take the cupcake. Either that or it's an old picture because he don't have no face diaper on his face. See, these people out here are going on vacation and they got a freaking mask on. It's like, really? I'm risking my life out here. You should have stayed home, you fool. And look at this structure back here. All structure. We'll look up here. What do we see? See, all you got to do, once again, you got to get them Dean eyes. And when you get those eyes, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. And look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Don't that look like these windows here? Compressed. Pushed down. All up in here. We're not going to go over this. We can be here all day looking at all this shit back here. It's all back here. And I'm sure they've explored every last damn cave in here. So-called cave. Which is nothing more than a room, a dwelling. Whether it's a living room, a garage, a energy room, whatever. It's a shack, whatever. All apertures, all rooms and stuff. And here's another place Coincidentally, it too is inside of a so-called cave. And you see the secretion. You see the same evidence over and over. Look at this side over here. Let me blow that up some for you guys. Look at it. All cooked out. All cooked out. Huge ballooning. All cooked. And then got the cross. Cooked out. Expanded, ballooned. Bricks cooked out. Turning block. Let me back that up real quick. So first we're going to look at this and see. Huge, huge building. Right? Always huge. Cooked out. And you see the staining coming down. And there's your pocket of survival. Look at that transition right there. Look at this transition from this here to this here. I mean, you have to pay attention to these transitions. They tell a lot, the way they're fused together. I mean, we won't even discuss all this shit coming out here. I mean, obviously, we got this shit here, which is like this over here, because it's the same. This here, for some reason, this pocket made it. It survived where the rest of it got cooked out. But even inside here, huge blocks. None of these shapes are the same. Churned and turned. Piece going up in here. You can see it churned up going. Let me bump that up a little bit. You see up in here how it's churning and going into this. I don't know what this is. Something that got caught up in the melt. It's like a belt. Sorry about that. Turn that down some. Oh yeah, you are welcome, Patty. You guys are welcome. We're gonna get back on schedule. I've been in slow motion. I'm just trying to figure out this program. I hope you guys will jump on it, and we can teach one another. They do have a Facebook group for support, but I'm part of the group, but I don't know how to ask the questions. I just want to fucking grab him, bring his ass over and fix my shit. I don't have time to be trying to, hey, how to articulate these questions, man. It ain't working the way I want it to. I'm used to another one. So, but even the other one, StreamYard, I never set it up. So all I had to do is come in and click the button. It was already set up. This one here is supposed to be so much better than StreamYard as far as the features and stuff on it. But these are probably features I'd never use. So I'm not worried about the features as long as I can stream. But I do need the features to bring people in, which I've done before, but not while live like this on a test run. But it plays back in 1080p for free. You don't have to pay for it. And you can have up to 12 guests. Opposed to StreamYard, just only 10. I just go on the screen at the same time. So, but anyway, get out of there. Get it sooner or later. It's just, I've been messing with it for 3-4 weeks now, but I'm like, shit, I got to jump out of here. And Mark did his thing a couple weeks ago and let me jump on, man. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, Mark. I thought you'd be back on before then. And if you were, I missed it. So, and Yoakum's been doing his thing, and I was wanting to jump on with Yoakum as well. But it's kind of hit and miss with the scheduling and stuff, and then seeing that he's on and being able to try and get on his stream. But I had to catch the replay because I didn't even know it streamed. It just said streamed an hour ago or 2 hours ago. I'm like, fuck it. That's not the type of notice I wanted, you dirty bastards. I wanted notification during, not after. Oh man, you see this crystallizing here. But it sure is nice to be back and be back with the fam bam. And we're gonna get this thing going because we were going strong. We had a lot of stuff going, a lot of good talent out there just breaking down meltology, and I missed that. So I'm back for the Saturday vibe, and that's what I'll be doing is the Saturday vibe. And if you may not notice, but I started 2 hours earlier today. Um, my time was 12 o'clock instead of I think 2:30 is when I was gone before with the chill out zone. Once again, this tower here, and look what's on the tower, cooked out edge right here, cooked out over here, expanding. And as time goes by, we're gonna be on this thing we're gonna be back. This thing is gonna be a nice smooth transition because I'm trying my damnedest to learn this thing. I work easy when people show me. Oh man, and like the water running 24/7. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spouts right here. This I can't even get water without paying for it. The water just pouring out in your pocket of survival. And you see the block wall right here. You see it 90-degree here. Brick. 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 Brick turned to block, stone, whatever you people want to call it now. It was once brick. We've shown thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures of it actually transitioning, half of it being red or part of it being red and the other part being of something else. Boots on the ground to video to pictures like this. We've shown thousands of pics of it making the transition. Bricks right here, boom, bricks in here, bricks here. So if you got brick in here, once again, here's brick right here. Everyone can see those brick right here. No doubt about it. You can see it very clear. You can see it here too. Not as clear as here, because you can start, I can see it clear, but you might as well, that could be pixelation. There's no doubt about it here what it is. Now I can see the brick down here too, and you should be able to see it. It's more blurred. But the bottom line is, if it's brick, and look right here. Look at that patch right here, blocking right in here. We see what it is. You see the brick inside here. It's not even trying to look in here. Look at them honeycombs in there. It's not even trying to be slick. So the question is, if you got brick, what is this monstrosity here? If you're building with brick inside, you're gonna do all this shit on the outside, and you're gonna make the inside. Yeah, we're gonna pimp it out inside. I don't think so. After you carve this, see, that's the great thing about meltology. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time trying to comprehend it. You just need the right information, and hopefully you will get that information from myself and through other meltologists. We're trying to show you. You got to ask yourself, what is this shit? What is this? We know what this is, but what is this? Natural formation, and you built on it? Really? Look at it. You see the brick line right there, then all of a sudden it's here. What's down in this corner? Let's bump that up. Look at these stairs or something. I don't know what this is in this corner. It's kind of hard to tell. See, this is the great thing about boots on the ground, because someone would be right here in this corner tearing this shit up. Clack, 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 clack. But look at it as it comes up here and connects. Takes over this here. Look at this fold right here, folding up, wrapping around. And you got the nerve to put this shit on it, and you got all this nasty shit underneath, trying to make it look cute by putting this on it. See, meltology is easy when you look at stuff like this and you say, well, what's going on here? Where are we, and what is this? And why is this everywhere? Built before Little House on the Prairie, 200 years before Little House on the Prairie came out. And when I use that reference, I'm just referencing the people, not the movie itself. I don't want anyone to tell me it came out in 1983 or whatever. I don't care. It's set back in the 1800s or whatever it's supposed to be set back when they're walking around with oxen and mules and shit like that. But yet around the corner, they got steam engines and they got trains and they got castles and all this other stuff, 30, 40 stories high and 100 stories deep. I mean, it's like going into another world going, holy shit, Pa. Pa, look at this over here. Go get Mrs. Ingalls. Oh, my Lord. I mean, this is just outrageous. This is the history that they didn't dare tell us. We would have caught on. We're too smart for them. They have to do this shit. I mean, look at this place. Came across this pic the other day. I did this place, and I think Alchemos did this place, but I didn't do this picture. I don't know. Maybe Alchemos did. But I didn't. I came across it. Oh, shit. I did about fucking 100 pictures of this place and didn't come across this one. But this is a great pic because it shows how vast this building is and where it's at. I mean, just in the middle of fucking nowhere. I wish it was even further away, just where you can't even see this, because that's normally how it is. I mean, this is just a speck compared to what's around it. Everything else is melted. The rest of the building. This is the pocket of survival, and this is the pocket of survival. But they teach you that they carved all this shit out. Like, you still got the blocks in here. And they teach you, oh yeah, they didn't have nothing to do for the summer. They just went in there and went on a carving spree. Another place. What's going on here? Observation deck. What's really going on? Carved all this stuff out? I don't think so. Install this in the melt? I don't think so. And why would you? Why would you put this here? I mean, shit is bad. It's hard enough to try to take a piece of this here for a souvenir, trying to break off a chunk. You'll be there for a long time trying to break that shit off. You better have a good hammer. You go grab another rock, you're going to be there for a minute. I just get a piece of this broken. You better take that broken piece you with and use that as a souvenir. Okay, is that where we're at now? No. I don't even know how that pitch got in there. All right. This place here I ran into. Says, holy shit. What do we got here? Steve Fennerin, what is up, Steve? Glad you made it in, brother. All right, we got this huge pile of mess right here. And look in the background back there. Fuck is going on with this? What is up with this gaga goo? We got melted brick coming up. What the fuck? Expanding out? Expansion? Look at these damn pillars right here. I don't know if this is a fucking curved camera or what the hell's going on, but busting out. We're busting out on the phone. Now, these bricks look like they laid these through some mortars to keep this shit in here. They pour shit on here. Could be wrong, but it looks like it. I mean, they look fairly new, but sometimes we got new looking bricks all the time. And see, they're pouring shit on and doing their ritual. Pouring milk or something. I don't know what for, but this dude looks scared right here, like it's about to blow up or something. But once again, just that red brick coming through, expanding, cooked out. Put the blanket on it, put it to sleep. Once again, what do we got here? What do we have here? And what is going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And look at all this honeycombing. Look at this. Now, when I see this honeycombing, it always reminds me of that pic that Mark showed, um, honeycomb forest or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called, but he showed a couple pics, and then I went in and kind of got a bunch of went to the location. I cross referenced the pic he did. A great pic, um, and he didn't get mad. He didn't get upset. He didn't get upset that I went over there and helped myself to about 60 pics over there and put out a nice little display and whatnot. It was a joint effort. Mark found the place. He first put the pick up, and I went and exploited the place. But that's how you should do it. If you see something, you see a pick and you want to know more about it, shit, go find out more about it. It helps everybody because that one pick you find might be the pick that wakes somebody up. It's always that one pick that wakes somebody up. It's just a matter of what that pick is, who has it. Boom. And look up here. Red brick. It's always red brick, people. That's what's down here. But look at the shit. Look at the webbing on it. And of course, look at the blocking and the rocking. Blocks turn into rocks. Bricks turn into blocks. And always in the most obscure place. Let's build a tree house. Let's put our house up here where the birds are supposed to be, and let's build this wall for it, this arm for it. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten any more pictures of this place. I tried. I couldn't find any. I think I tried. And the design of these rocks. Bricks doing tricks that they tell you this is a natural formation. This is X factor. You see they're trying to go into these columns that showed earlier. Trying to go cubert. Uh-oh. Boom. Look at all that shit. Look down here. Look at the melt. They're all melted, sheeted together, melted. And then look at all this shit up here. I mean, ridiculous amount. This would be a terrible place to own property because you're not digging nothing here, Jackson. Nope. Best thing you could do is try to haul some dirt in here and fucking start fill this shit up and start some plant life underneath it. Because this here, no bueno. Oh yeah, this one here. Of course, these bricks don't look that old, cooked out. But look above it and look behind it. This statue figure back here has a stucco on it. Bricks inside doing tricks. Here's the head. I got another picture of this. Hopefully it's next. But this is what these things are. They're made out of brick. These huge statues, they're all brick. Now, I'm not talking about anything made yesterday or in this era. They're going to use fucking, come on. They use that paper mache. Bunch of fucking erected metal and put that paper mache around it. And here we go. Boom. This is inside that area. And look down here in the corner. Let me see if I can bump that up. Look at this. Look what it's made out of. Brick inside. Bricky. Bricky. Inside. Bricky. and break it. And you got this mortar around it, concrete mortar, shaping it. Boom. Look at the stucco up here, still stuck on the wall. And here's another battery, another something pulling something from the ether at one time. Doesn't seem like it do no good inside of a damn so-called cave. But who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe you can pick that up and you have electricity inside. But look at this all busted out. Look what's underneath it. Underneath the paint, underneath the coating of stucco. It's brick. Of course, it's all cooked out inside. All right, I think that's the last of those. All right, let me jump out real quick. Let me see how I can do this and still stay in. All right. Okay, so I should still be in for that. So Raph said he may be joining. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As a matter of fact, I can do this. All right, there we go. We are the Meltology pioneers. I am. I don't want to put nobody else in that category if you don't want to be. I feel we are. It is up to us to keep this going. We make it easier for the next person. And I think that got me in trouble before because some people may not feel that way. But I'm here to make it easier for the next group of meltologists that trying to each one teach one. The evidence that I bring forth, that I go out and find, is for everyone. That evidence is to wake people up. It's not to be suppressed. It doesn't do me any good to find the evidence and then keep it to myself or worry about somebody else getting it, taking the time to put my name on it as if it's mine. I don't do that stuff. I get the evidence. The evidence is all around us. I probably pass up more evidence than I collect. There's a certain evidence that catches my eye and certain evidence that doesn't. And if it catches my eye, I want to share it. If it doesn't catch my eye, just pass it on, just go. There's a process for me to get evidence. It's easier for some people, but my process is I have to do screenshots on 90% of my pictures. And as you know, on the screenshot, if you don't trim it up, you're going to have that nasty piece on it as well. So I have to trim them all up as well. So it takes a little time, but I'm comfortable with doing it. It allows me to, I don't know, for some reason I can find more pictures that way than scattered all over. And you're trying to keep them in the same, you're trying to do pictures of the same subject, and all of a sudden you have a picture of somewhere on the other side of this plane. Just because it's mixed up there. So it's been working for me. It's a little tedious, but it's like I said, it's going to be a lot easier for the next person to grab my pictures that have already been done and then forward them on to the next person to wake somebody up. So that's the joy of it. That is the joy of it. Nothing like ice cream. That is right. Big James in the house. Someone said something about some bud. And Patty G. What is up, Patty? So Raph. Yeah, exactly. But your name change is different, Patty. They keep taking your identity. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't see any of this. This one here doesn't have any music that I know of yet. So yeah, no music playing in the background. I can turn my little radio on, but they'll probably say, "Oh, that's copyrighted." uh, I'm gonna see if so Ralph's gonna make it, and I'm gonna go ahead and it's actually been on a little longer than I anticipated. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish off with some more of that evidence that I showed earlier. I just wanted to show some of that there, so I can go ahead and post those. Let me grab a drink real quick, and then we're gonna get back to this evidence. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna take that. Okay, let's see. Turn that, unmute that microphone, and let's see if I'm back in. Okay. They wanted to put you guys through all that noise in the background there while I was grabbing my soda pop there. Big love to everyone out there. And you guys know this. You guys know the saying: "Spark them if you got them." Oh man, it is hot up in here. Let me turn this fan on. Sorry about that. I hope that's not too loud. But let's dive into this evidence. Where did it go? And where did we go now? Wow. This is right here. And we did that lion. I think we were right about here. Ooh. Give us a few seconds to catch up. So far, it's looking good. Let's have a little delay on my end on this on the playback. All right, back in action. So we got this piece right here invested inside the so-called